The word Bible is translated from the Greek word biblia, meaning books. It is a collection of books, not a single book. The Bible contains historical narratives, laws, prophecies, poetries, and genealogies, written by different authors. Not all Christians agree on which books are included in the Bible. For Jews, it is the Tanakh, not the Old Testament. The term scriptures is a synonym for the Bible, referring primarily to the Old Testament but also includes New Testament writings. Tanakh is composed of the Law, Torah, the Prophets, and the writings, totaling 24 books in the Jewish Bible. The Law includes the 5 books of Moses, essential to Jewish faith. The Prophets comprise both former and latter prophets. The writings include books like Psalms, Proverbs, and Job, forming the rest of the Scriptures.
The Christian Bible is a collection of sacred texts. It is divided into 2 main parts, the Old Testament and the New Testament. Some traditions include additional books known as the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha is placed between the Old Testament and the New Testament. Catholic and Orthodox Bibles include the Apocrypha, while Protestant Bibles do not. The Protestant Bible has 66 books. 39 books are in the Old Testament and 27 books are in the New Testament. The word testament comes from the Latin word testamentum. It translates the Greek word diathek, meaning covenant or agreement. The Old Testament tells the story of God's covenant with the people of Israel. The New Testament tells the story of God's new covenant through Jesus Christ. The Apocrypha is a collection of books written between the Old and New Testaments. These books are not considered part of the Hebrew Bible. The early church debated whether to include these books in the canon of Scripture. The Catholic and Orthodox churches ultimately decided to include them. The Protestant reformers rejected them. They argued that these books lacked the same authority as the Hebrew Scriptures. The word apocrypha means hidden or secret. The terms Old Testament and New Testament came into use in the early centuries of the Christian Church. The Old Testament was written primarily in Hebrew, with some portions in Aramaic. The New Testament was written in Greek. The Old Testament tells the story of creation, the fall of humanity, and God's covenant with Abraham. The New Testament proclaims the fulfillment of God's promises in Jesus Christ. It tells the story of Jesus' life, death, and resurrection. It also tells the story of the early church. The 4 Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, are at the heart of the New Testament. They tell the story of Jesus' life, ministry, death, and resurrection. Each Gospel offers a unique perspective on Jesus. The Gospels are essential for understanding Jesus and his teachings. Jesus likely spoke Aramaic, the common language of Judea. The Gospel writers translated his words into Greek. The Gospels are a testament to the transformative power of Jesus' life and message. They continue to inspire and challenge people worldwide.